Hello YouTube, this is Marauders here, and this is my GPD Win Mini handheld gaming PC. So this is my go-to gaming PC that I use when I want to play PC gamings. When I want to do PC gaming on the go, or when I want to stream from my actual gaming PC. So it's a great little device, small, portable, yet powerful. But sometimes when you're playing it at a high wattage, it gets a bit hot and it gets a bit uncomfortable to hold at the bottom. That's why I made these. So this here is a pair of a pair of grips which I designed, and basically it's collapsible and you just put it on here and voila, I now have a better way to hold the device, and it will allow me to have a more comfortable feeling for longer gaming sessions. Of course, not going to help when the D-pad and the buttons get extremely hot when you're trying to charge it and play at the same time. But in any case, these are the grips I designed, and here are the assembly instructions. So once you finish printing, you should end up with something like this. So there are two sets of parts, one for the right side and one for the left side. So this is basically how they should sit on your print bed. So this should be just standing. So for the most optimal print and of course the detail that we want, this is how you should lay them out on your print bed. Now these two pieces are the same for both the right and the left side. Whereas these two pieces, they are labeled with the word right in the file name. So they are for the right side, and if you're going to print for the left side, you mirror it on the x-axis in your slicer software to get the left side. Okay, so let's put them together. So first we take the arm and the edge. So this is the right edge. So with the spine of the arm pointing out to the side, we'll take the edge and then we put it on. You can see that there are two holes here, so it should just go over them. Now, how do these pieces connect? What you do is you take some leftover filament, and basically the hole is the size of a 1.75 it will fit a 1.75 diameter filament, which, well, should be the most commonly used filament. So just push it through. Okay, so just push it through, and what we're gonna do is we'll just top it off, just pull it back a bit so that it is at the very edge. So you see that the filament is like just inside the plastic, and then you get your nippers. And then get nippers, and then you just give it a snip. Okay, and then you do it the same for the other hole. We're just gonna put it in. Okay, we top it out. Bottom out, and then we snip it at the edge. Okay, so because of the natural curvature of the filament shouldn't easily slide out of the hole, because the hole is more or less a pretty tight fit onto it. But if because of tolerance or some other reasons, if the filament keeps sliding out of the hole, you have a few choices. One of the things you can do is you could just take a drop of super glue and just drop inside the connection holes and just let it dry for a while. okay? Or you could do a filament riveting technique, which is that you take you leave a little bit outside of the hole, and then you take a soldering iron or something and just gently press it so it mushrooms down to become a sort of plug that you can plug the hole together so that the filament doesn't drop. But as it is, I've been using it. I haven't done any of those things. It seems to be holding up pretty well. Okay, so just remember, if it does slide out, that's, yeah, you have a few options. Don't worry if it's moving a bit, because when we actually secure it together, the force of the elastic of the spring will actually just keep it steady. Next, we will now put the grips together. So we just take the top and the bottom and first arrange them here. Now, for the grips for each side, the top grip for each side is different. So what you want to do is you just want to find the right part, and it should just come in like this. So it shouldn't be outside of the arm. It should just go towards the inner side of the arm. Okay, so just make sure you get the right side of the grip to use. And once again, you see that there are holes in the grip here, and we're gonna do the same thing, which is we're gonna just take our filament, we're gonna put it through the hole, and then we're gonna snip it. Now, if because of the print tolerances, or that the hole just wasn't printed well enough, and you find it a bit hard to insert the filament in, what you can do is you can take your nippers and just cut the filament at an angle so that it becomes a bit sharper. Okay, so you can cut it at an angle so it becomes sharper and thinner, and you might find that to be easier to insert into the hole and be able to move it around easier. Okay, so we're gonna snip that. And here we go. That's one side of the edge of the grip. So just repeat this process with the other side of the grip, and we'll get to actually tying them together. Okay, so now that we've assembled both parts of the grip, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take an elastic cord, so something that is a maximum of 3 mm thickness, but of course the hole is 3.5 mm in diameter, so you just need to find something that can go through and is relatively strong enough to pull everything together. So I have here about a 30 cm long piece of cord, and what you want to do is you want to just first connect it through like this. Okay, so note the winding pattern. So it's basically coming from outside in and to go through, and just go from outside and in, and it goes out through. So you don't want the bulk of the cord to come come in contact with the Win Mini. So you just want to do it this way, and then just tie a knot. I know it's hard to get an exact dimension, but basically the best so far for this cord that I have, the best length seems to be about the distance would be 11 centimeters in distance. Okay, so we just need to just tie a simple knot through this. Okay, it's holding, and then we will just test it by attaching it onto the Win Mini. Okay, great, works. So if it's too tight, all you have to do is just loosen up and give more slack, make this a bigger loop. And if it's too loose, well, just tie a smaller loop. Okay, so there you go. This is my GPD Win Mini collapsible grips. Hope you have fun with it. Okay, I'll see you all in the next video.